Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I will be discussing what I thought of the latest and very good episode we got for Star Wars The Bad Batch this past Wednesday. I've had an insanely busy week. I was able to watch the episode in a timely manner. I just haven't had a chance to upload my review till now, so thank you for bearing with me. Before I get into all the details and the spoilers and whatnot, be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on Star Wars The Bad Batch by the latest episode, which I believe is episode 4, you don't want to keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's get right into it. First and foremost, I really enjoyed seeing such a contrast, if that's the right word, between two characters. You've got the hopeful, somewhat naive, but kind-hearted Omega, who would prefer to do things without hurting people, resorting to violence, teamed up with the far more cynical, pessimistic, seasoned Crosshair, who, of course, his first answer to everything is violence. And they're forced to be together in close proximity in order to survive and evade the Empire. And this whole episode was basically their evasion adventure. Of course, eventually they get found out by the local Imperials, which results in a pretty cool gunfight involving some smuggled creatures and aliens, and that Imperial commanding officer gets exactly what's coming to him for being such a corrupt, dirty bastard. And we got a brief glimpse into the corruption that runs rampant throughout the Galactic Empire, as the local Imperial officer was taking bribes for gambling, because gambling is, of course, illegal on that planet or in that town. So it's just another prime example of the evil and the corruption that was the Galactic Empire. And it was a very entertaining episode, I thought. We saw some cool creatures, had some cool action sequences. You know, we had some tender moments between Omega and Crosshair, and Batcher as well. You know, I got a little freaked out at first, like, uh-oh, they left Batcher outside. Where'd he go? And, of course, that Imperial scumbag had something to do with him and was trying to smuggle him as well, too. But, of course, that resulted in Crosshair blasting away all his men, and then the Imperial officer getting what was coming to him in the form of that creature in the crate. And then, of course, our three heroes get away. Yes, I'm including Batcher as well, because I feel like Batcher is going to become an unofficial or perhaps official member of the Bad Batch, since we have now lost Tech, R.I.P. Echo is doing his thing with Rex, and since the Batch only consisted of Wrecker and Hunter, now that Omega has returned with Batcher, and now Crosshair, with whom things did not end on the best of terms between him and the rest of the Bad Batch. Does Crosshair even know about Tech? I'm trying to remember if he was there for that mission or not. I don't think he was. And so now, of course, with the intense stare down we got between the three clones, when Wrecker and Hunter saw Crosshair, they didn't exactly run up to and hug him like they did to Omega. It'll be very interesting to see what happens in the next episode regarding their relationship with Crosshair. Can they ever trust him again? How will they be able to move forward from everything that's happened to them from the past 2 seasons? And what will happen for the rest of the season? Will the rest of the final season be about them avoiding and evading the Empire because they're now looking for Omega, since she holds the key to creating a successful clone of Palpatine, or, you know, whatever it is that they're up to with Project Necromancer? You know, are they going to spend the whole season on the run, perhaps going to old allies for help and running into old enemies, or will old enemies become new allies? It's hard to tell, but it sure is exciting to think about. So I'm excited for what the rest of the season holds. Now that they got a couple things out of the way, Omega and Crosshair escaping the clutches of the Empire off from that secret cloning facility. Omega and Crosshair successfully escaping and reuniting with the rest of the Bad Batch. And now that they've knocked out those essential plot lines or story points, they could focus on the rest of the season, which is probably just going to be one of evading the Empire, or maybe facing the Empire once and for all, and getting rid of Dr. Hemlock once and for all, or trying to stop him and the cloning program. But who knows what's going to happen. Personally, I'm more worried about the actual fate of the Bad Batch, since we never saw them appear in Rebels, and they only had a few appearances in Clone Wars, and this show is set after Clone Wars. So since they never appeared or were mentioned in Rebels, what's going to happen to them? and we have not seen any live action adaptations yet for them. So who knows what their fate is, but that's why we're going to keep watching. Overall, I thought this was a solid episode. Great character stuff, great action moments. The villain of the episode got what was coming to him, which was satisfying. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. So what did you all think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Star Wars, The Bad Batch drops new episodes every Wednesday on Disney+. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.